Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have the last game of the day, fourth and final game of the day in the All-Star Under 15 League. Cavalier will be taking on Ballaz Academy. Both teams won 1-0 last week.
Cavaliers beat KFA last week, 1-0.
Cavalier both these teams won last week. Of course, Ballaz Academy beating Total Football Academy 1-0, while KFA suffered a 1-0 defeat to Cavalier. Goal coming courtesy of that man, Christian Foster. They'll be hoping that he can produce a similar display in front of goal today, perhaps even more efficient, and we'll be seeing what they have to offer shortly, as the scheduled kickoff time is 4 p.m. and we have about 20 minutes until that time. So fasten your seat belts, ladies and gentlemen. Get your popcorn ready, because we are about to get ready for liftoff. Gonna have the marquee match of the day. Top of the table clash between Ballaz Academy and Cavalier. Welcome back once more, ladies and gentlemen, for the final game of the day here on this fine Sunday afternoon in the Under 15 All-Star League. Cavalier get set to take on Ballaz Academy. Both teams, as I mentioned before, coming off the back of 1-0 victories last week, looking to go to the top of the table, both teams here. It promises to be an exciting matchup here. And apologies for those who may have been listening to the previous game. Did credit the first goal to Mervyn White, but actually it was it was actually Aaron John St. Wall who was credited with that goal, and so that means he scored a hat-trick instead of a double, and mixed or combined with Namar Francis's goal means they won 4-0 in a rather dominant fashion over Total Football Academy. Now, as the players take to the pitch, who will win? Who will take control, seize supremacy, at least temporarily, for Group B? Will it be Ballaz Academy, who won 1-0 against Total Football Academy, or will it be Cavalier, still reeling from their JPL final loss? Will they be the ones to go top of the table today, following their 1-0 victory over Kingston Football Academy last week? Now we get ready to kick off here. Kenroy Brown in goal for Cavalier today. Timothy Jones returns at the center of defense. You see Malik Parker, Jonas Finson, Robinson, Avanti Barrett, Messi Walker, who played well last week, Matthew Murray, Christian Foster, the aforementioned goal scorer from last week, Shaludo Anderson, and Jaquan Watson make up the starting 11. Ballaz Academy, who are on the attack here, and they want a decision. They won't get it. Their starting lineup comprises of Nathan Stevens, Tikoy Leng, who played well last week as well, Captain Jude Davis, Liam Messias, Xavier McCoy, Lajay Winter, who put on a fine display last week at right back, Malik Campbell, Jashoni Gaynor, who typically plays up on his age group, as well as Jude Davis. Raheem Smith, Cavani White, who gets a start today compared to his cameo off the bench last week. And also, of course, Kyle Gale, last week's goal scorer, Cavalier. Coming forward now, Murray trying to find Messi Walker over that right-hand side. Denise McKenzie, coach of Ballaz Academy, doesn't seem to be present. But of course, opposite number Omar Stanley, who coaches the under-18s as well. For those who follow the Elite Cup, they would have known that, considering he was there last year when Cavalier the semi-finals were beaten 1-0 by Mount Pleasant in that competition, which Mount Pleasant went on to win that year. Corner comes in now, unable to beat the man at the front post. That's cleared towards Gale. Jostling for position now. Jude Davis unable to get it. Christian Foster couldn't get there. Head of the defender, number 4 for Ballaz Academy. Liam Messias, that is. And that's gone out of play, will be a throw-in for Ballaz Academy. Interesting to see how these two teams match up. Cavalier, not necessarily a dominant performance last week. Oh, lovely move from Leng, but he surrendered position. They're on the attack now. Matthew Murray has options. He finds Foster out wide. Takes a shot on. Perhaps a bit too late. Had he taken it a bit earlier, would have given himself a better chance to go across the body of the goalkeeper. But waited until the angle was closed down, and so in the end, is a comfortable save for Nathan Stevens in goal. And Leng yet again taking another chance. This time he's bailed out, and he wins a free kick. Looked rather composed last week in the victory over Total Football Academy, but on that occasion, almost costing his team a goal. Interesting to see how he fares against the likes of Messi Walker, Christian Foster, Matthew Murray. Plenty of firepower. Murray loses possession. And now here's Ajay Winter, adjusting for position. And he gets the throw-in. Walker, return. Left a bit. Oh, flicks it over the head of Jude Davis and wins a free kick there. Jones. Another racing away down that left-hand side now. Ballaz Academy runs up into the mammoth Timothy Jones, and unfortunately for him, I was about to say it's actually gone the other way to Cavalier. It's a free kick for Ballaz Academy, which Jude Davis, none other than Jude Davis, will be over. Free kick. took it straight into the wall, however. Does well to get past Messi Walker. Plays it up wide. And that will go out for a throw in there. Finson winning the throw in off of his opposite number there, the number 7, Xavier McCoy, who gave himself a decent account of himself last week. Acquitted himself quite well. Done that left hand side, combining at times with the aforementioned Kevon Gale, who's out on the right. Lang puts that out for a throw-in, which Matthew Moore will take quickly. Cavalier still coming forward, and they get a free kick here. Foul against Malik Campbell on that occasion. Shortest man on the pitch, but despite the physical limitations, played rather well last week. Very technically gifted, as you'd expect from someone with that low of a center of gravity. Timothy Jones along with Murray over this. And it will be Murray, but the shot will go wide, unfortunately, and way wide, in fact. Ballaz Academy and their goal really threatened for the first time there, apart from that shot from Foster earlier on. And Messi Walker have intercepted that pass there. Cross came in, clear ducked Finson. Now here's Gale. Touch takes it away from the Cavalier defender, and he's challenged from behind. And that's quite easily a free kick. No doubt about that one. Anderson, the man who's committed the foul, and has played over the head of the Cavalier defense, but won it back. Now here's on the ball for Ballaz Academy. Jude Davis to McCoy. Trying to get past Finson, can't. And the throw will go to Ballaz Academy. And McCoy perhaps wisely leaves that for Timothy Jones. You can see the fear he evokes in his opponents due to his size. Davis, McCoy, cleared by Finson, headed away by Lang. Now here's Malik Campbell, lovely turn. Pass out wide now to McCoy, lovely play here between McCoy and Gale. Play downfield looking for Foster, unable to find him. Just wonder if he's perhaps carrying a knock or something. Just doesn't look explosive. I know that's not his game. It's not exactly, he's never been rapid, but does seem to be moving with a bit of a hobble. Hopefully he's fully fit. A little academy player. It's gone all the way through now for McCoy, but good defending coming in there from that man Finson. Lashoni Gainer takes the throw. Didn't find a teammate. That's cleared up towards Murray. And the two number 10s battling it out in the air there. And Davis came out on top. It's played on by Raheem Smith. But now Cavalier coming forward. Murray has his hands up in support. Still going Foster. Lovely turn. Out of danger. Still going here. Looking for some support. Eventually played out by Ballaz Academy. Looked for Kevon Gale, couldn't find him. And Malik Campbell, despite his size, you would never think it with the way he plays. Always committed to the tackle. And now he picks the ball up. Loses possession. Jones now just coming forward out of the back. Finds Jonas Finson. Trying to find Foster, unable to. Locked forward towards Gale. Headed on. Now here's Rhyme Smith. Played it up aimlessly, but Cavalier get the ball back. Jones, lovely pass in field for Messi Walker. Oh, lovely move there to get past his man, and he takes the shot on. Ambitious effort after a great move. Doesn't quite come off, however. Robinson saw his name in lights. Didn't quite come off. Levante Barrett's won the ball off of Jude Davis there, but the referee says that he did it unfairly. A bit too much force in that shove, and that will be a free kick for Ballaz Academy. Did promise that this would be the marquee matchup. Both teams coming into this on 3 points. And pretty comfortable victories at that, despite the scoreline only saying 1-0. They were both dominant for majority of the game, but Tikoi Leng, who was fantastic last week, hasn't looked quite as composed so far today. He'll be hoping that he steps up his game, especially on the ball. Now here's Kevon Gale. Oh, lovely ball out wide now for Foster. Has Walker in support. Moves now ahead, and he finds Matthew Murray. Unleashes. Great block by Leng, showing off his defensive instincts there. And in the end, it's a corner kick for Cavalier. Lamented his ability on the ball so far during this game, but defensively, just as he was last week, in the right place at the right time. Now with Messi Walker about to take this set piece for Cavalier, searching for the first goal of the game. Can they get it? It's a low corner towards the near post, and that'll be quite easy for Ballaz Academy to deal with. Now here's Gale. Played on there by Malik Campbell. Davis, bit too high for Campbell, and Jones will play that all the way back to his goalkeeper Brown. Plays that, trying to look for Messi Walker, but that's headed on by Leng. Smith didn't take it down properly, and now Walker has possession. His pass out wide goes astray, and beyond his teammate there, the number 8, Jaquan Watson. Now Gale takes that down well, and wins a throw in there. Good defending coming in nonetheless from Shaludo Anderson. Shalando, rather. My apologies. Walker heads that on. Davis taken down well, good control there. McCoy over to Malik Campbell. Ooh, touch let him down there. Now that's played out wide by Matthew Murray. Played out wide. Ballaz Academy regained possession. They've defended really well so far, but that pass, however, on the counter. Ooh, lovely ball roll. Quick feet. And unleashed from Timbuktu, but despite the fact that they got it on target, never really troubling Stevens in goal. Ooh, left the pass short. Finson into Foster now. Gonna use his superior physicality to retain possession. Not very often he can say that. Walker! Ooh! If you don't have a goal, you can't score. And he did just that. Almost scored arguably the goal of the day. What a shot. My word, what an effort from Messi Walker. But ultimately, score line remains Ballaz Academy 0, Cavalier 0 thus far. And it seems as though it's going to be a bit more license for Laje Winter to just go forward, but they're going to have to do some defending here. Cavalier still on the prowl. And they've surrendered position, Ballaz Academy. Signaling for him.
No, you're close.
Perhaps he slipped a bit. Footing while he tried to play that pass. But in the end, that'll go out for a throw-in, which is taken now by Cavalier. Jonas Tavares Finson. And that will definitely be a free kick there on Avanti Barrett. Just showing it in there. About to take this free kick for Ballaz, playing it downfield. Winter, who played a bit of a defensive role last week, he's playing pretty much occupying that center forward position right on Timothy Jones. Now here's Foster though for Cavalier. Looking for support, won't get any. Eventually he makes a cross and Tekoy Leng deals with that. Now here's Malik Campbell. Pass into Jude Davis. Lovely turn, rather from Xavier McCoy. Trying to get past the number 6 there. Was unable to. And now here's McCoy. Surging forward. Could have paid the pass a bit early, and in the end, the attack is ruined. Just took a bit too much time on the ball. And they've won it back, however, with Jude Davis. Pass played up to Winter now, and he's offside. But you never want to see that kind of a play there. Ruined by just a bit of too much showboating. Of course, we love the theatrics, we love the drama and the skills and the flair, but at the end of the day, the decision making has to be not necessarily perfect, but it has to be mature. In situations like that, you do want to be playing the pass when you see it instead of biding time unnecessarily. Jones playing that downfield, looking for Messi Walker. That's headed away by Gainer. Barrett, inadvertent touch, but a lovely one. Walker heads it on to Barrett and cleared downfield. Good bit of defending there. Played up into the path of Davis, but defended well. Shalanda Anderson with the clearance there, but Gale trying to find McCoy, but Finson once more doing well defensively. Lovely attempt at a pass towards Foster, but good defending coming in there. And the pass afterwards from Gaynor, unable to find McCoy, just a bit too high. Kylan Gill mentioned before, he scored last week. Not quite having the same freedom that he did last week. Cavalier have pretty much effectively marked him out of the game. Done a great job at that. And Timothy Jones has once more defended rather well. I mentioned before in the first game, on the first match day, when they beat KFA 1-0, that he did feature for St. Catherine High in schoolboy football and was their captain. And he showed his versatility in the All-Star Under 14 showcase not too long ago, when he scored twice in the first half playing center forward and then went back to the role that he's playing today, which is center back, and did equally as impressive a job. Such a dominant player on both ends of the pitch. It seems that his center back role is the favored one, or at the very least by Cavalier. But given that he did score double digits in schoolboy football for his high school, St. Catherine High, during the season, I do suspect they are well aware of his attacking prowess. Speaking of attacking prowess, there's a dog on the field, and we definitely hope he doesn't lunge in any tackles on the players. And I hope the camera caught that, but Stone was thrown off of the dog there by the number 8 Jaquan Watson from Cavalier, which eventually signals the end of the dog being on the field. Free kick taken there. Looking for Winter, headed on by Jones. Only as far as Xavier McCoy, who lets that run out wisely. And Jashoni Gaynor will go over to take the throw in. Pretty sure I've seen him around on a couple of occasions in previous competitions. Impressive to say the least. Headed on by Finson. Matthew Murray tried to keep it in play, but that will go out for a throw regardless to Ballaz Academy. It's taken quickly. Jude Davis. Cross coming in towards the back post. Headed on! And saved by Brown. Great bit of goalkeeping. The clearance not with the same quality. And in the end, Matthew Murray colliding with his own teammate there. Winter trying to take on Jones. Up to turn back. McCoy does well to get past Murray, but Jones once more in his way. Finson plays downfield. Raheem Smith heads it on, but that's clear downfield once more. Foster and Gaynor plays that downfield. Pretty even game. Perhaps the first game of the day where we've seen both teams seemingly be matched up well against one another. Mentioned before, 5-1 victory for Norbrook Strikers against Kingston United FC, and a similarly comfortable victory in the last game a while ago. KFA, Kingston Football Academy, taking on Total Football Academy, dispatching of them 4-0. First game of the day, of course, despite the scoreline not being as dominant as the run of play would suggest. 2-0 victory was enough for Dare to Dream over Waterhouse. And I did promise that this would be the marquee matchup. And on the day where, as mentioned before, we've seen some lopsided games, this has lived up to the billing as being perhaps the one to watch. Both teams coming into this off of the back of a victory and impressive performances. Both teams battling out not just for personal pride, but of course all 3 points which would give them control momentarily of Group B. Of course, whoever wins would go to the top. Following that victory from KFA, does announce to the rest of the teams in the group that, hey, we're not here to lie down, we're here to play. But of course, to the Football Academy now have a hill to climb. Lost their first 2 games, 1-0 to Ballaz Academy, and then 4-0, a drubbing today by KFA. They looked second best right throughout. So much so that one of our producers jokingly mentioned that they can take solace in the fact that they drew the second half. But now here's a free kick for Cavalier. Headed on by Foster. Had no power behind that header, however, and that will be easily cleared downfield. Davis. And did well to climb and control that one. Malik Campbell. Davis wins a free kick. Taken down by Barrett. Trying to find Xavier McCoy out wide, but that's headed on by Finson. Only as far as the Shawnee Gaynor, however. Makes the pass now into McCoy, but Finson reads it well. Now here's Walker. He has support. Pass, however, is behind Matthew Murray. Now here's McCoy. Loses possession to Shalando Anderson, who's played really well thus far. Foster coming back from an offside position. No. Playing it to Murray. Turns. Has a shot. Ooh. Forced to save out of Nathan Stevens. Had some power behind it, despite it being a central effort. No doubt stung the hands of Stevens. And so Coming in here. Ooh,
Corner again.
almost making its way to a Cavalier player to tap home, but it's gone all the way through. I think it took a touch. Ballaz Academy player will be a corner kick.
Here lies John Stewart. Saved all his money for this day.
Hey, Sarge. Sarge. That's a carry me, you know.
Why is it this?
Stay around there, Timothy. Stay around there.
Dash me a bush. Corner into the side netting.
Turn up, turn up, turn. Turn, Christian, turn.
Ling looking downfield for Kylon Gale. From the
Calm.
bodies there of Ballaz Academy player, the sea of Ballaz Academy players, and Messi walk with a cross, headed away by Jude Davis, played it into McCoy, who puts that out of play. Will be a throw-in.
I'm not Messi throw the ball. You can't throw it long. You go, hey, Dada, you get up. Dada, I'm Messi. Hey, hey. Throw that. That's inside. That's inside, bro. Hey, stop. You know the back to when you want to the ball.
Jones plays that out wide. Walker. Messiah's tried to get to it, but the cross went in anyway. But good defending from Cavalier.
Drop the Timothy. Drop the man.
And in the end, once more, some great defending.
Messi, what kind of play?
Cavalier will see that go for a throw in there. Following the failed attempt from Robinson, and that will be a free kick actually. Tikoi Leng will take quickly. Now is Messias.
Start behind you.
Stevens trying to find Smith, but now it's gone to Kylon Gale. His touch let him down. T. Barrett.
Pass the ball.
Davis rushing in. Walker. Oh, lovely move to get past two. Cross coming in at the back post. Saved. It's not clear yet. And eventually Nathan Stevens get to it. Lovely move by Messi Walker to set that up. Fantastic cross, and even better move prior to escape two defenders. And he shot at the far post there. Into the path. A save there from Stevens. Jones taking quite some time before playing the pass. Still on the throw, and he leaves it for Finson to take. Cavani White just receiving something there from his coach, and Stevens should collect that one quite easily. Yes, he does. Bit of a shoving match there with Matthew Murray. So it'll be a foul now for Cavalier. High boot there from Tikoy Leng, won't get away with it, and it will be a free kick. And there are some spectators who do want them to go for goal from there. I suppose they probably will take on that suggestion. Does seem that Matthew Murray is in some level of discomfort. We're actually past the allotted time. Actually 2 minutes over. So I suppose this will perhaps be the last kick of the half. Timothy Jones unleashes and almost ended up in the back of the net, just gone over. Seems it has taken a deflection, and it will be a corner kick. And perhaps this will be the final action of the game. Cavalier, however, will be hoping that it is the most important action of the game. They'll be wanting a goal from here. I'll be wanting to place it on the head of that man, Jones, the biggest in the box. Aim towards Jones. Actually, yes, headed on, cleared off the line. And I was indeed correct. It will be the final action of the half. And at the break, two teams matched up quite evenly. Ballaz Academy, 0-0 with Cavalier. Scores locked. And we'll have the highlights now coming up for you shortly. We'll be back after the break, ladies and gentlemen.
off your ball, youth. Yeah, bring them on deck up. Yo, deck up. Yo, match them, start to put the ball in the back. I don't know how to play ball in the back. Hold on, how to play ball. Put the ball in the back.
Bro, you have to give me some guard and you see me not laugh with you. You know my head mad already. Wait, so you take rest? Can't take shell and that.
Welcome back once more, ladies and gentlemen, for the fourth and final game of the day in the All-Star Under 15 League. Cavalier and Ballaz Academy. Currently, the scores are locked at 0-all. Perhaps the most even game of the day thus far, and did have the makings of that prior to it, given that both of them were coming into this off the back of 1-0 victories. And we're on the way here. Cavaliers still have possession down that right hand side, and they've won a corner. The set piece will be taken, I believe, Matthew Murray. Towards in their post, headed on. Took a deflection, and that will go behind for a goal kick. It looked as though it touched, made contact with a Ballaz Academy player. I thought it was going to be a corner kick, but will be a goal kick. Of course, as I mentioned before, for those who are unaware, just joining, in the first game of the day, Dare to Dream won 2-0. Over Waterhouse, after which Norfolk Strikers dispatched of Kingston United FC 5-1. Then we'll get back to that in a moment. Kyle Gale rather, taking on his defender, cuts back, finds Lajay Winter, and the half volley just didn't quite come off for him. Great effort, however, and that is the sort of threat that Gale possesses. And that is why he was the difference maker last week. Scored a fantastic goal and very nearly provided on this occasion an assist here. Excellent skill on the ball, good decision making, and he's very quick. Oh my word! Jones, just a simple body feint there, and he sent Lajay Winter sprawling on the ground. Gale, not a great touch there. Shaquem Smith has made his way into the pitch. Didn't play too badly at all when he came on. off the bench last week. Nimble player. Oh, Kyle and Gale once more putting on a show. Lost the ball, but lovely bit of skill. Oof. Foster. And they've surrendered position. Great turn by Avanti Barrett. Gets it out wide. Anderson. This. Ball for the top, looking for Winter, and he's taken down. He wants the free kick. Referee is play on. Much to the dismay of the Ballaz Academy staff and the players. Ball down the wing here for Barrett. Can get a cross in. There was no one in the box to cross it to, and in the end that went behind for a goal kick anyway. And it will be a substitution now in any event. Roger Gosling. Or rather Golding. I hope it's Golding. Roger Golding, he's about to take to the pitch and about to make ways. Messi Walker, surprisingly. Thought he played well thus far, and off the back of another great performance, wouldn't have suspected that he'd be the first to exit the pitch, but nevertheless here we are. Golding rather coming onto the pitch for him. Brown playing that downfield, looking for Jaquan Watson. Did find him, but the touch from Watson afterwards wasn't what he would have wanted, and that will be going out for a throw-in now to Ballaz Academy. And Gale unable to get to that. Oh, lovely turn to evade pressure. And Shalanda Anderson loses it rather quickly. Malik Campbell, Norris Smith, Leng. First touch pass. Oh, lovely pass to Gaynor. And that's out to Winter. And now they're on the attack, playing it up for Gale. Gaynor's pass, just a bit too much on it, but lovely build-up play from Ballaz Academy. And Murray trying to get that into Foster, who's not really had much service so far in this game. Does seem to be the type based off these two games that relies on it. Leng shoved a player there, nothing given. Goes all the way through for Murray. And Ballaz Academy half position now. Played over the top, looking for Kyle and Gale, but Brown will clear that downfield. Seems Decoy Leng is still down, and now here's Golding, who won't mind, and Cavani White does well there. White puts it out of play for a throw-in. And it seems Decoy starts here. And they have a shot now, and they scored. The first goal of the game comes for Cavalier. Matthew Murray gets himself on the score sheet. And even their goalkeeper runs in and joins in on the celebration. Such is the jubilation for Cavalier. Matthew Murray up and running off in terms of his tally for the campaign. Well-deserved goal. He's played well thus far today. And so it does mean, should things remain the same, Cavalier would be top of the table in this group. Murray. Oh, he's still going down that right-hand side. A mistake. I've seen that. And the goalkeeper, Stevens, did well to come off his line and make an important save. Launched towards Gale, but that's headed away by Timothy Jones. Out of play for a throw into Ballaz Academy, who now in search of a goal. As mentioned before, earlier, 4-0 against Total Football Academy. So, if the results remain the same, would see Cavalier move top, and Cavalier and KFA rather would be second, with Ballaz Academy in third, and at the bottom of the table in Group B would be Total Football Academy. Whereas for Group A, it'd be Norbrook Strikers on top, followed by Dare to Dream. Corner taken now, almost spilled by Brown. Gale got it back, but seems the flag.
Timothy for the ball. Come now. You know, Sabo, on camera,
Oh, that's definitely a foul. Malik Campbell knocked out there by Matthew Murray, and such is the collision there that he immediately went over to try to help him up, Murray. And Ballaz Academy trying to tend to him immediately.
That's good. Second level. Hey, make sure you're marking up. Parker, make sure you're marked. Hey, Parrot in there. Parrot in there. Hey. Back. Sister, where you going?
Davis seems there's a stray hand to the face of Matthew Murray. No fault given. Shaquille Smith wants a fall, won't get it. Cavalier still going forward, trying to find his teammate there, Golden.
Try. The man try flick a man up.
Anderson
Control you.
Lovely ball out
Dead
wide to
prayer.
Murray.
Now where Aaron go?
Cutting inside.
Miss it.
Trying to find his teammate on that left-hand
Dead.
side. Unable to.
No, I know you have to do it. Bigger body.
The tackle there from
No. Bigger body.
Avante Barrett, but the referee disagrees. Bit too much aggression on his part, perhaps. And foul for Jude Davis and Ballaz Academy. Ling up to Gale.
Hey, get that goal.
Cavalier on that right-hand side. It does seem as though they have a man down once more, Ballaz Academy. Throw-in taken here. Headed on by Gale. Touched by Anderson, letting him down just a bit. Towards RJ Golding. Smith heads it on. And now Cavalier still coming forward. Aaron Anderson. And that has been put out of play. Will be a goal kick.
Hey, to the man here. Call him early enough. Murray, step back, back. Oi.
Barrett. Gainer. Still going. Foster. It's ricocheted all around. Cavalier still have possession. Still wants it. Watson unable to get around Jude Davis, and now Ballaz Academy will play it upfield. Still searching, of course, for that elusive equalizer. Kylan Gale hasn't had much support up front for most of the game. Kudos to Ballaz Academy. They've stayed compact, but been left a bit wanting in the attacking phase. But now here's a lovely cross coming in there after a surging runner. What a run. Jay Golding plays it up to Murray. Gets past two! And great save by Nathan Stevens. Cavalier in search of their second goal. Matthew Murray trying to double his tally. Cross coming in now. Looped in and a header saved by Avante Barrett. Great effort. Great save. Had to dive to his right to get to that. Had to get low. But it's another set piece coming up for Cavalier. Just about 15 plus possible added time to go. And it seems that Ballaz Academy will be making two substitutions here. Josh Rosen from Hillel Academy among them. And the other seems to be Valen Cameron. An appearance off the bench last week. Rosen started. Surprised that he didn't start again today. Corner coming in. Didn't quite claim it. Had to punch that clear. Now is Rosen on the ball for his first action of the game. And he gets a free kick. Use it for Cavani White to take the free kick. Trying to find Rosen, unable to. And Foster does well to get around to Kai Ling. Unable to leave him in the dust. Just doesn't quite have that breakaway speed in order to. Murray turns back.
Poor control you. Control the ball one time, man. No one got Barcelona.
And the pass there from Anderson. Not quite
Play
on.
for Barcelona, man, with your man.
Oh, and Gales won the ball there. Back from
Bigger
Cavalier
body.
defense.
Hey, Iman, you got the ball.
Hey, big shit, what you tell the man say?
Yeah, but
Wendo.
I'm Jordan the man.
That can't be for better.
I'm Jordan the man. Stronger. Stronger.
Kino.
No, man, don't say that, man. The man that kick him for that.
Doubt looking.
Hey,
See how best he can provide some quality service into the box. I can't imagine he'll go for goal from here. Then again, anything is possible. And oh, it's looped up. And almost did the impossible. Goalkeeper complaining. Not sure about what exactly. It seems we'll have a short little water break, little intermission here. Cavalier 1-0 up. They'll be hoping that they can keep up the pressure. I was about to say preserve their lead, but they actually look like they want to extend it. Had a couple of really good chances. Matthew Murray coming close to getting his second of the game. Better in the second half than they were in the first. Cavalier. It was pretty even in the first half, but I think since the break, Cavalier, not just in terms of getting the goal, but their overall play has risen a level. And they'll be hoping to cement this victory, make it sure by just grabbing one more goal at the very least. Play resumes here with Cavalier. At the back under pressure there. Malik Parker played it. the pass, which was supposed to go to Nimoy Brown, was unable to find its intended recipient. It will go for a throw-in, which is taken and put out for another throw-in now.
Hold it, man. Breathe, so. Breathe. Breathe, Thomas.
Go all the way through to Brown. Rosen. Davis. Back to Rosen. Rajiv Golding. Great tackle. Played over the top now for Foster to chase. Can he get there beyond Tikai Leng? Yes, he can. And, ooh, got the... I think he tried to get the shot away. Ahead of the incoming Stevens. And he was just about shook up there by the collision, but in the end, great job by the young goalkeeper. Shaquille Smith is through here, and a heavy touch means he won't get it, and Rosen collects it, but collects it in an offside position from the pass from Kylon Gale. Substitution here now for Cavalier. It seems that another one of their starters has been, or key contributors has been substituted. Oh, they're still going and eventually cleared by Tikoi Leng. Upfield. James Brown, the man who came on just to confirm and clarify for those who are watching. Ooh, hefty. Dangerous challenge on Matthew Murray there, and he's feeling that on his toe. He's expressed as much. Wins a free kick for Cavalier. Find him. Nimoy Brown now. Smith wisely lets that go out of. Attack of the half from Ballaz Academy. Raheem Smith headed on. Shaquille Smith. And the clearance there. Almost. Plays it downfield. Looking for James Brown, unable to find him. There's Barrett. Now into Chen Foster. And he wins a throw in here. Wins it off of Liam Messias. And that will be taken now. Good turn. Gets the cross in towards Brown. It seemed that it did touch his head, but it's gone backwards. Almost went out for a throw. Murray. Cross. Into Giant Brown. Trying to find some space. Plays it backwards. Foster. Just can't engineer any space. Avante Barrett. Leaves it for Anderson. Unleashes from the outside of the box, but just can't keep it down from that angle. It's always rising. And that's played downfield by Anderson, following the path from Robinson. And Ballaz Academy have the play at the ball on right now. Good interception there by Cavalier. But Jashoni Gaynor on the ball once more. Gale, lovely pass to Valen Cameron, but the touch just a bit too heavy. Malik Parker does well. Great turn coming in there from Robinson. He's gotten past two there. Anderson, and now into the path of Rajiv Golding. He has numbers in the box. Across. And Raheem Smith puts that out of play. Throw in now for Cavalier. Golding unable to do anything with that, and that's put out of play by Ballaz Academy. And actually, it's just about a minute to go, plus possible at a time, which shouldn't be a lot. Had some injury concerns, but not many. That as the goalkeeper for Ballaz Academy, Nathan Stevens, gets some treatment just before the end of the game. taking a little water break, and they've been called back to the pitch.
Because John mute the microphone.
You know, mute. Barrett.
Miguel. Pop up that far.
Headed away by Gaynor. Despite the loss, I have to say it's been arguably the most impressive individual performer today. It's been fantastic, Jashoni Gaynor, won't lie. On comes for the remaining seconds in the game. Number 8, Jacob Smith. Hopefully for him, he gets to touch the ball before the full-time whistle.
No man.
Corner to be taken now for Cavalier. Can they extend their lead at the end of the game? Goes all the way through. Seems to have touched a hand. No doubt that the time for stoppage time will be extended given the taken for the going down of Nathan Stevens. Could be tactical, who knows. Either way, would be a smart idea. Gain Ballaz Academy the chance to have one more attack. Up to Cameron. Booted away as far as he could. Timothy Jones. Smith. Unable to get past Nimoy Brown. Finds Christian Foster. Heads it on for Jaheim Brown. Can he get around him? Turns away. But surrounded by a sea of blue bodies. And now here's Rosen. Looking for Kylon Gale. But some good defending there. Oh, he's lost the ball. And couldn't play Gale. Initially one for Big Parker. Brown. Barrett. Plays it for Foster. Waiting and still didn't get the shot. From him. Launched up towards Rosen, who had a hand in his defender's neck. Flipped it over the defender's head, but
Timothy, you keep the ball. Gotta leave the ball. Oi. Ranil, come inside. Hold near.
Parker. Lovely turn, but touch a bit too heavy. Now it's Jude Davis. Can they muster one more counter attack? Davis still going, and Timothy Jones with a heroic interception. Surely can't be much longer before we hear the full-time whistle. in the final game of the day, emerge victorious once more. 1-0 yet again, this time over Ballaz Academy. And at the end of the game, that sees them move atop of the standings once more in Group B. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, once more for joining us here on MG Sports for the All-Star Under-15 League. We'll be back, of course, for Match Day 3 next week. Stay tuned for more, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.